So before we start, what do we do? Evaluate what you have done in the previous session. We have to know where we stand. What we did yesterday, session 2. Yeah,
We had debate.
you tell me what all we did.
We had debate.
Okay, debate. That was highlight. Okay.
Extempo
Okay.
and activity, the song Old Man.
Yeah. Okay. That is for the visualizing the thing. Okay. Yeah. You tell. Balance.
We learned about science.
Oh, okay.
We did activity. Debate.
Debate. And we had mathematics. I don't blame anybody who is hating math because that is your inner thing, inner orientation. Some of you may be very good in artistic talents, dancing. You have to find out that is your inner orientation. So you have to find out if you find out a career in line with that inner orientation, it will be like, you know what is resonance? Have you learned physics? Resonance, sound resonance. You haven't learned? You reached that standard? Resonance, physics, you haven't learned sound. Sound is a phenomenon called resonance. See, the teacher must have shown you the tuning fork and a paper jumping out. You've seen that, no? That is resonance. See, every object in the universe has got its inner frequency. It has got a frequency. The same way we have an inner orientation, every object has got an inner frequency. That frequency is fixed. So if some other object vibrates in the same frequency of the inner frequency of that matter, like the teacher must have kept a rider paper on a string, and he must have triggered the tuning fork. And when the tuning fork frequency equals the inner frequency of that paper, it becomes a resonance, and then the paper vibrates really high vibration and it will jump up. It gets an extra energy in resonance. But similarly, you have an inner orientation, and if you choose a career in line with that inner orientation, it will become a resonance. You will be more energetic in doing that job, and you will be successful in that job. So the most important thing is you have to find out what is inside you. That nobody can do. You only can do. As early as possible. If you find out what is inside you, if you try to find out which job is suiting you, okay, somebody may be good in photography, okay. So he thinks I want to become a good photographer. If you learn a speech by heart and try to reproduce it, when you get stuck somewhere, you are stuck. You will not be able to continue. The best part is you have to write down the speech. That is, you have to write down the speech, full speech. If it is 7 minutes, you have to write at least 600 words. Count 600 words and write, and then you can read that 3-4 times. And then what you do is jot down the points on bullet. Okay, there are 7 or 8 points. Just jot down that, and try to practice with the points. Each time the sentences may be different, but then what happens is you just need to remember those points. Even those points you can put in a small piece of paper. Each point you can elaborate it. So then you will not get stuck. If you mark up the whole speech, towards end you might forget, and then everything is blank. Since you are on the podium, everything is blank. So that is one point. And all of you did really well. I found that all of you were confident. You had a good presence on the stage. That is good enough. And then regarding the evaluation speech, evaluation also you did extremely well. And the purpose of evaluation is not to criticize. You know the difference between criticizing and evaluating. Criticizing is what you have done is really bad. Not like that. The evaluator ultimate aim is to motivate that speaker so that again he has that motivation to come and speak again. So usually in Toastmasters we follow a policy called CRC policy. Comment. I'm explaining this on behalf of others who are not Gavaliers. This comment, recommend, comment. When you evaluate a speech, you have to start with, you have to pick out the pearls from that speech, how well he has done. And you have to come out with an opening statement telling that the speech was extremely good or he did really well. Even those who could not complete the speech, they must have had a very good presence of on the stage and it must have been a pleasant speech until he stopped. But then